name is Prashant Kumar Suvarna. I'm heading Child Health Foundation. To talk about the organization, but prior to that, to talk about myself, I have run nearly 17 to 18 years of corporate experience, and I'm attached with Child Health Foundation for the past 3 years. But all the departments basically report to me. I come from a corporate background, and throughout my life, I was interacting with corporates, and I was basically a revenue generator for different corporations. Like I was in IT industry, I was in the finance industry, right? I was stationed out of the country too, right? And I would say 5-6 years back, and I decided I wanted to give back to the society, and I was looking for an opportunity to do so. And 3 years back, and I came across Child Health Foundation. They were looking for a person who could give directions and structure to the organization. That's how I joined the organization. My values and the organization values fell in place. That's how I shortlisted the Child Health Foundation. So how do we go about? We are basically a funding organization. We are 80% funding organization and 20% implementing organization. Right. So what we do is we go and tab with the small-time NGOs, small-time orphanages, which are who are finding it difficult to run their projects. These orphanages we go and tab, and we give financial aid as well as in-kind support. In these 5 years, we started with one project in Dadar, that's in Bombay. Now we have spread across, as I said, 6-7 states of India. We have 8 different programs, namely offering support program, education support program, medical support program, health and nutrition programs, corporate social responsibility programs, campaigns and activities, calamity relief program. So 8 different water and sanitation programs. So 8 different programs under which we have, as I'm repeatedly seeing, 26 to 27 projects. We have around 30. We have 2 strategies of raising funds. That is through individual social responsibilities, right, and corporate social responsibilities. So we are the mediators. We go and tie with the small-time NGOs, and we help them for their financial needs as well as other holistic development. So what we do is, when we do this, when we approach the corporates, top-down approach, when we are approaching the management, we are asking them, under your corporate social responsibility, you're supposed to execute certain projects in India. So, right, we are there to execute projects. So we can be your NGO partner in these 6-7 states of India, right? And that is one thing. That is, you're managed to do it. You have to do it, and we can be one of your vendors, one of your NGOs who can do this long-term association with you. Now, other than that, how through this CSR, obviously there'll be a change in the society, right? The last mile beneficiaries will obviously get benefited, but how will you inculcate this particular social responsibility aspect to the other people who are associated in your company? It can be your stakeholders, it can be your employees too. So if you be a small organization, you'll be a larger organization. There are thousands of people working for you. There can be a few people working for you, right? So you're doing the social responsibility. How can you filter the same thought process to that? This is where ISR comes into picture, individual social responsibility. This is where we come into picture. So when we talk to corporates, we basically tell them, I am a bouquet of solution provider, right? I can execute my larger projects. It can be long-term sustainable project. At the same time, I can I can involve your employees for volunteer programs and activities wherein your employees can come down to my last mile projects. It can be the orphanages, it can be any mini projects, it can be a 2-hour activity, it can be once a quarter activity or once in a year activity, and be part of the change in the society. Over the years, the organization has seen challenges too, right? It's not easy to, all projects, be it a small, be it a large, needs revenue needs money, needs some sort of revenue resources to run it. It can be a small utility compost box to be given to his underprivileged kid. It can be 2 days, 2 times meal for an orphan kid, or it can be a complicated heart operation for a kid. Revenue comes into the picture. So to get funds for these projects, right? So 2010, when we started operation, right, we had only 5 or 10,000 rupees as the revenue in the whole year. I mean, we had 2 or 3 months for the closing of 2010 and 11, and the next year we clocked 35 lakhs. उसके next year we clocked 2.2 crores of revenue. उसके next we clocked in 2.8 crores. And last year, 14-15, we clocked in 4.5 crores. So over the years, the revenue has been increasing. And the beauty is that the more revenue, the more projects we are able to get into, right? And our goal, our organizing goal is to reach out to 20 states by 2020. We're sitting in 2015, 5 more years to go. We are in 6, 7 states, right? We want to go reach out to 20 states in India and reach out to as many children as possible. Currently, we are attached to 10 orphanages. We're getting nearly 420 odd children. We want to get to 4,000 children by 2020. So currently we have corporates like Tata Motors, we have Flipkart, we have Ambit, several corporates from different teams who shortlisted us, and we execute their projects. And namely some of the projects under CSR program we have executed is scholarship program by Tata Motors and toilet construction, full-fledged toilet construction for Zilla Prashad children in Naigaon, Thana belt of Maharashtra region, right? And operations of children, right? Scholarship schemes. Okay. These are the few corporate social responsibility project we have executed. We need young people to go and talk to individuals, talk to individuals as well as corporates, and generate revenues for the NGOs, so that the NGOs can reach out to more underprivileged local corner of India.
Hello, I am from Childhood Foundation. I am managing the projects in this foundation. Childhood Foundation is working for the children last 5 years. We have been going through orphanages. We do orphanage support, we do education support, we do medical support and many other things. And currently we are into Swachhata Abhiyan, and we are constructing toilets for ZP schools, orphanages and slum areas. So now this is something new project which we are doing. We thought that we should develop the children into slums. So we have come into the slums and we are doing the survey here. Here what we will do is we will first see what is the most important requirement, whether it is cleanliness, whether it is health, whether it is education, whether it is something else, whatever is required. According to that we are going to work here. We are going to bring our teachers here, we are going to teach them, we are going to have continuous daily support for them. And similarly we want to develop this area. So each and every child we feel that should be educated, the slums should be cleaned, and they should understand what is the importance of keeping cleanliness in their slums. Only after each and every child comes up and works, not only child, even we are trying to make this families come up, the elders come up and find out this is most required, that we keep our slums clean for good health and hygiene. So we are our first step is doing the survey, and then we will be working on this. Thank you.
मेरा नाम श्रावणी संजय उतेकर। लास्ट 2 ईयर से मैं चाइल्ड फाउंडेशन में काम कर रही हूँ। नायगांव की जो 2 स्कूल्स है, राजावली स्कूल और टिब्बू स्कूल, वहाँ मैं इंग्लिश और कंप्यूटर पढ़ाती हूँ। चाइल्ड फाउंडेशन बहुत ही अच्छा काम कर रहा है। उनके पास बहुत सारे वेज है जो लोगों को, कम्युनिटी और बच्चों को मदद कर सकते हैं। हमारा एक प्रोजेक्ट टीम ने आज ये बच्चों को इधर मूवी लेने के लिए आए हैं। हुक्मा शो का बहुत थैंक्स। इन्होंने हमको बच्चों का टिकट का सब खर्चा उन्होंने उठाया है। इसके लिए गोंजाल और ऑर्फनेज के बच्चों को आज हम पिक्चर दिखाने के लिए लेके आ रहे हैं। और चाइल्ड फाउंडेशन ने अभी मोदी ने जो स्वच्छ भारत का मिशन हाथ में लिया है, उनको भी थोड़ा कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं। हमने 2 स्कूल्स में, राजावली और कामावली 2 स्कूल्स में टोटल 18 टॉयलेट बन के लिए हैं, जो स्वच्छता के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा है। उधर गांव है, वो खेड़ा है, उधर बच्चों को अच्छा सुविधा नहीं मिलता, इसके लिए वो टॉयलेट बन के लिए है। और बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स चाइल्ड फाउंडेशन करता है, उसमें कैलेमिटी रिलीफ है, ऑर्फनेज सपोर्ट है, मेडिकल सपोर्ट है और CSR प्रोग्राम है। CSR प्रोग्राम में हम टाटा मोटर्स का बहुत बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं। और मेडिकल में बहुत सारे बच्चों को उनका हार्ट ट्रीटमेंट के लिए, कैंसर के लिए, उनका जितना भी खर्चा ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आता है वो उठाते हैं। मतलब ऐसा ही है कि चाइल्ड फाउंडेशन बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है, कम्युनिटी के लिए, बच्चों के लिए, एजुकेशन के लिए बहुत ही सपोर्ट करता है।
So I'll call for youth to basically, you know, give certain years of their career to the social sector. Like this is what my vision is, what I'm currently doing. I'm not saying that I'll retire from the NGO industry, but yes, 17 years of corporate experience. I'd say yes, for certain years of my career, I want to give it back to society. So let me do it. All the experience I've garnered in the 70 years, I want to give it back through an NGO, right? And there's job satisfaction here, yeah. And secondly, just imagine what if every individual, all the youth, all the MBS, all the graduates of the MBS who are listening to this video, just imagine if you could give 2 hours of quality time, right, to the social sector every quarter. That's it. 2 or 3 years, 2 hours every quarter. What difference you can bring to the society, right? Taking up a full-time job is one thing, right? And if you feel that, yeah, I purely want a blue-collar job, and when MNC is my calling, please take it. We're not depriving you. We're not asking you to leave that and come and join for a meager salary, etc. Do that. Keep your, we love if you see your dreams come true, But other than that, right? 2 hours every quarter, if you could take out and do some activity with an NGO, right, and spread the word, right, the world will surely be a better place to live.